Hello Hero Wars players. Today we'll be looking at Kiera versus K'arkh. Now which one should you go for? Which one has better stats? And which one is an overall better choice for your team? Now here you can see Kiera. I have leveled her up to 5-star, not 6-star, not absolute star, because I think absolute star you might not get that quickly. Kiera you might be able to get more easily, absolute star, but K'arkh you won't, and I want to keep it the same. So Kiera 5 stars. I've leveled her health up because that's what she's going to need. Armor penetration 20, armor at 10. I've leveled her physical attack to 20 out of 60, winter skin to 40 out of 60. 4 stars for all of the artifacts, and level 60, 50 and 50. So 50 both book and ring, and 60 for the first artifact. Gift of the Elements I have done absolutely nothing to, because I feel that is unfair, because that depends on your Titan's leveling skills. But if you don't have Titans, that can be seen as a bit unfair. Her skills are maxed out, and she's orange +3, because I feel up until that level you'll probably have her by then, but you might not. So orange +3 is the best choice to go for. And red +2, only paid players will probably get her that quickly. So you might say, why aren't we looking at lower level? Because you said you want to go with new players. I am, however, this does stay proportionate even at a lower level. So just divide all these stats by the difference in your level, and you'll find out the average level stats for your level. So if your team level 60, divide it all by 2. Well, not 2 because it's 130, but average the same. So why have I leveled her health up? Well, health she needs to stay alive, and she isn't too good at it, as physical damage dealing heroes aren't. Armor penetration, as she needs that, we'll get back to that. Armor penetration here, she needs that, and as I said, we'll get back to it. Physical attack, because it does actually help her attack higher. These are her stats right now. So keep in mind these stats, and we'll go to K'arkh later and compare the stats. Pause the video, open in a new tab, the same video, and put K'arkh in there and compare the stats. See which ones you like better. But do remember, these stats don't mean everything. Kiera is a much faster damage dealer. She can hit much more time. She can hit faster. And overall, I think she is an amazing hero. She has the highest armor penetration in the game. So here her armor penetration might stay low, but not everything's maxed out. So there are some factors affecting that. So her blade whirlwind. She deals damage to enemies, throwing loads of blades right past them and back, and it silences them for 4 seconds. Now if you are at level maybe 60 or 40, then if the enemy is higher than you, you won't stun them. Most likely won't stun them. But if you're at 130, you are definitely going to stun them. Enraged Soul, her speed increases by for 5 seconds by 300%, which makes her keep on attacking really harshly. All Kiera's basic attacks can ricochet between enemies, and now the ricocheting blades do 25% of basic attack. So the first enemy you hit will get 12,457 damage, and all the other enemies will get 4,000 damage. Piercing Pain is a passive skill. If the enemy's armor is lower than Kiera's armor penetration, her basic attack deals extra damage. Extra damage is proportionate to 8,500. Now, that's why I said armor penetration. Now you might say, okay, but you've put something in physical armor. Well, I've just done that for the average between K'arkh and Kiera. However, actually, I would say if you want to get the most out of Kiera, then take away that physical attack. Just armor penetration. Take away the armor. And level this armor penetration up to 30 out of 50. She will have so much armor penetration that she will now be able to deal extra damage, and this will really help her. It will help her in the long run, because she needs to deal double damage. So not double damage, more damage to be more effective. as you can see, Kiera is quite a fast damage dealer. She's got unique sets of skills, and I would say armor penetration is priority for physical damage dealer, such as it is for K'arkh. Now you can see he's at the same level. Again, I would say his armor penetration needs to go up to 30 out of 60. Or let's say 40 out of 60 by this level. You should have 40 out of 60. And his magic defense now, you might say, oh, why are you putting into magic defense? Well, because K'arkh can't stay alive that long. Even less than Kiera, actually. So magic defense is essential. Now, armor penetration, as I said with Kiera, you might want to level up the armor penetration much more, because the armor penetration will do much more damage for K'arkh, and K'arkh will need it in the long run again. As you can see, his skills, he'll throw an enemy into the air and stun them when they come back down. Free lowest with enemies of the lowest health. Now, if you're at level 60 or level 40, then an enemy higher than you is more likely not to get stunned for 2 seconds. He'll block 50% of physical damage, and he'll get extra energy for this blocked attack. Obviously, divide it by the level you are, because it'll be a less amount for you be blocked if you are maybe level 30. Not level 30, but level 50. Deadly Tendrils. Every enemy that is thrown into the air is striked by 20,000 damage. Now, he'll do double damage if... So, when he's maxed out, he will do double damage. It's not about armor penetration or anything like Kiera's is. When he's maxed out. But if the enemy, maybe if you're level 50 and the other enemy is level 49, then you will do double damage. But if the other enemy is level 51, you won't. So it just depends on level here. But if you are maxed out, then you will find much more use in K'arkh. His survival factor, any enemy he attacks that is in the air, he will have health recovered by the amount 27.5% of the damage dealt. So he's got some really good skills. That's why Faceless is so used with him, because of his Deadly Tendrils and survival factor. He heals himself when any enemy is thrown into the air, and he attacks them. Any enemy thrown into the air. Sakai and Faceless are amazing matchups. So his armor penetration isn't as much needed, but it is needed in the same instance. So here's K'arkh's stats. Compare that to Kiera's stats, but the Kiera stats when I didn't level up her armor penetration all the way. So compare that to Kiera's stats and you might find quite a difference, and they might be exactly the same. And comment below, whose do you think is better? But you might think, oh, K'arkh's is better, Kiera's is better, I have to go for them. But it's not necessarily like that, because the stats actually depend upon who you are using in your team, and I think K'arkh has more. They both have quite a lot of diversity. So if you haven't seen my K'arkh video, then please go check it out. It's the video just before this in my channel. And if you like, then like the video and let me know, who do you think is better? But remember, it's all about their skill set, what skills they use, how it affects you. K'arkh isn't as good as campaign as Kiera is. Kiera is a faster damage dealer. And then if you're all about stats, then please look at the stats. And I want to say, have a very good day to all of you Hero Wars players. And please like, if you like obviously, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.